Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's lesson will be about rhythms, and I was actually thinking of what to do to make it the most helpful, and I decided to split it into two parts. So this is part one, where I will introduce you to half notes, quarter notes and eighth notes, and we're going to do a series of exercises. Now, so you'll see quite a few examples, and really the best way of approaching rhythms is to just visualize them. Really visualize and imagine, let's say, half a note being that length, and then the quarter note half of it, and then half of the half is the eighth note. Very soon, when you have done quite a few exercises, and we're going to do them by tapping or alternatively playing on the same note, I will actually give you an example of the tapping, because really when you don't mix notes with rhythms, it settles in your mind much better. So if you just focus on the rhythmic line, I will actually write it as an exercise, you will see. So you'll see the notes, but I want your mind to be focused only on the rhythms. That way you will really memorize the divisions, how it all works, those three varieties, and then you will be able to put it across pretty much any melody, but you can practice on a single note. Now I have written, I think, on E and on F, but you can practice it on any note that you want. Although I would really always like to start by doing it as a clapping exercise only, or a tapping exercise, because just again it makes it a little bit easier to understand. So in today's lesson, which is part one, we're going to focus on those three varieties. Those are the most common varieties of notes that you will find from beginner to about grade 3 in the UK, or kind of an easy intermediate level. And next week in part 2 we'll also add 16th notes, so that's another breakdown into 4th level. So those will be the quickest notes, and the combination of those 4 notes literally the majority of music is based upon. Why did I decide to do this video is because over and over all the time I see my own students struggle. Like they don't know how to read the notes, they may find the positioning, but that time a frame of rhythmic awareness is really hard to grasp for some reason. And I believe partially it's because people do not take the time aside to literally just practice those rhythmic exercises and to get this really straight in their brains of what are, you know, each length, what do they mean and how they actually sound. You are free to choose your own tempo, so I will be doing it in a particular speed, but you can go faster or slower, it doesn't really matter. Just set the length for the longest note, and whatever it is, what you do then is you divide it in half, and then half of the half, and then you will learn how to switch between the shortest to the longest and the middle. And basically by practicing that way, you can be really assured that when you come to play any rhythmic line as part of the melody, or even both hands together, that it will really stick in your mind. So I'm going to show you 3 different exercises right now. Always try and pause the video, try and do it by yourself first, and then obviously you'll hear my own tapping, and I will try and give you some advice as we go along. So let's have a look at our exercises for today. Okay guys, so I hope you found this helpful. Stay tuned with the next week being part 2, where we will be taking the 4th level breakdown into 16th notes, or semiquavers as they are called in the UK. There will be more exercises to follow. Just try and practice having, look at any random piece and see if you can clap or tap the rhythmic line of it. Just make sure it only has those 3 varieties, because you will just be confusing yourself if you will add another level. But next week we're going to do that next level, and this will encompass pretty much all varieties of the rhythms that you can encounter in most or majority of the pieces. So I'll see you next week. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Instagram. Get in touch if there's anything you have a question about or you want me to do a specific video on. I would love to hear from you. Stay well and see you soon. Bye.